So now we are going to study about some of the problems that are associated with job analysis. Common problem that organizations face in case of job analysis is if the job analysis is not updated or reviewed from time to time. So in that case, the information that is present in the job description and specification becomes outdated. So as a result, your job descriptions become and do not remain useful. So then in that case, the job descriptions will not be useful anymore. The second thing that is a problem is if the job descriptions and specifications are not clear, if they are vague, in that case the job descriptions and the specifications are not useful anymore. So whatever is mentioned in the job description and specification, it should be clearly stated so that the documents, the information can be used clearly and properly in the human resource management activities. The next problem associated is contamination or deficiency. So contamination means if the duties and responsibilities of some other job is mentioned in a job, then that becomes contamination. For example, the duties and responsibilities of, say, a distribution manager is mentioned in the job responsibilities of the regional sales manager. In the same way, if there is some lacking, so for example, if there is some lackings in the duties and responsibilities of the distribution manager, then that will also be a problem that is considered as a deficiency. The last problem that is mentioned is the time and costs of doing job analysis. So usually the job analysis process is very long. If the job analysis process is conducted on a very frequent basis, then it will take up a lot of time and money. So as a result, the job analysis process needs to be done with proper diligence. So the next part is about the process of job analysis. So the process involves a few steps. First, the job analysis process is started by determining the job or the process to be analyzed. So first, the jobs that are to be analyzed, that is decided. So the total list of jobs in the organization is viewed, and then from there the jobs which are to be analyzed is shortlisted. Then the method which is to be used is determined. So when we are deciding about the method, certain factors are considered. For example, the cost, time and flexibility of the methods, the validity and reliability, and the acceptance of the method. So the cost means expenditure that is incurred in using the method. Time means how much time is required. Flexibility is whether we can use the method for various jobs or not. Validity means whether the results that we are getting are accurate or not. Reliability means whether the results remain consistent or not. And lastly, acceptance means whether the jobs that are being analyzed and the results that are found, those are accepted by the stakeholders or not. So these are some of the methods for collecting data. One is interview, that means interviewing the job holders who are doing the job. Then we have observation, which means observing the persons who are doing the jobs. Questionnaire is another method where a list of questions is given to the job holder and they fill up the questionnaire. Then a journal or a diary might be used, that is this is given to the job holder. They look at the they do their job, and during that they keep note of their things, and from there the information is collected. After the data is collected, then it is examined so that all the data is analyzed, and based on the analysis the results are then noted down. The job descriptions and the specifications are noted down. So before the job description and specifications are created, the data that is recorded is analyzed by the job analyst. Then in the fourth step, the job descriptions and the specifications are created. and lastly these are being reviewed by the organization's managers and the administration who actually verify that whether the information is correct or not. So some of the techniques used for job analysis are given over here. One is a critical incident technique. So in this technique, the job analyst asks the job holder about critical incidents which the job holder experiences, and from there the information is gathered. And based on the second method is behavioral anchored rating scale. So in this job analysis technique, the job holder is given a questionnaire, and in that questionnaire there are different questions with a rating scale based on the information that is gathered the job analysis system. The third one is a position analysis questionnaire. So in this questionnaire, in this process, the job holder is given a questionnaire, and based on that, the job holder gives the information to the job analyst. So this is a standard set of questionnaire that the job analyst uses. There is another technique which is called a functional job analysis. So under this technique, a set of standard questions are used, and based on that, the job analysis is done. A popular method which is used for job analysis is called the Hay system. So this was proposed by a consulting group. It was proposed and established. So under this job analysis technique, 3 dimensions of the jobs are analyzed: the know-how, the problem solving, and the accountability. So the know-how means the knowledge that is required from the job holder, the problem solving skills that are required from the job holder, and thirdly the accountability that the job holder needs to have. So lastly, the other approach that organizations might use to do job analysis is competency based job analysis. So under this technique, the organization usually identifies what are the competencies that are essential or that employees need to have, and based on that the job analysis is done. So competencies can be core competencies or technical competencies.